Hello and a very warm welcome. Thanks for tuning into CNN News 18. I'm Prithween Balia. Well, the Immigration and Foreigners Bill 2025 has been introduced in Lok Sabha. That's the big story we're tracking from the Parliament amid the ongoing budget session. According to government sources, this bill is being brought for passage. It's going to be brought for passage later this month after the passage of the finance bill. So that's the latest as far as the ongoing budget session is concerned. For now, what we can tell you is that the Immigration and Foreigners Bill 2025 has been introduced in Lok Sabha. And this is news coming in as per top government sources that it will be brought for passage later this month after the passage of the finance bill. Now, we've been talking about the importance of this particular bill. Viewers do remember how it's significant in so many ways. Expected or rather introduced in Lok Sabha already, seeks to modernize, consolidate India's outdated immigration laws and tabled by Union Home Minister Amit Shah. We've been tracking the latest as far as the government's vision around this bill is concerned as well. This aims to confer special powers upon the central government, and that's something that's being viewed by the opposition too. This would enable the government to regulate the requirement of passports or other valid travel documents for people entering or exiting the country. So this bill has already been tabled by the Home Minister in Lok Sabha. The Immigration and Foreigners Bill 2025 having been introduced already is going to be taken up for discussion. But as per government sources, it's going to be brought for passage later this month after the passage of the finance bill. And this, what we see, or rather what you see on your screens, is a confirmation of the same on the Lok Sabha official handle. As far as the tabling of the bill is concerned, like I said, an important update really from the central government, and what you see on your screens is the official reaction that's come in, or rather the official confirmation that's come in on the Lok Sabha official handle. Like I said, the significance of this bill cannot be undermined, viewers, because the central government is looking at some of these regulations, some of these powers that the central government will going forward have over the travel documents for people entering or exiting the country. The proposed law will also cover crucial aspects such as visa norms, registration protocols, other related or incidental matters concerning foreigners on Indian soil as well. The objective of the bill is to bring India's immigration system in line with modern global standards, and also to ensure more streamlined, secure and regulated approach to foreign entry and foreign stay. Going across to Payal Mehta, who joins us with more details. Payal, what more are we learning about the future of this bill after it being tabled by the Home Minister?
The fact remains that this bill has now been introduced in Parliament, which essentially means that if the government wanted to send it for further parliamentary scrutiny, which some opposition MPs really wanted, then the government would have done that on the floor of the House itself. But that has not really happened, which clearly means that the bill will be brought up for, passage in the coming times. It's a bill which can be passed with simple majority. There are no qualms about that, given the fact that the numbers are very, very clear as far as the NDA is concerned, both in the Lok Sabha as well as the Rajya Sabha. Having said that, this bill is extremely significant. Politically speaking, it's an important bill. You have the Bengal elections happening next year. You have the Assam elections happening next year as well. Assam is a BJP ruled state, but there have been concerns that have really been, raised as far as this matter is concerned. With the fact that the state government has now brought up a legislation which essentially means that anybody who wants to sell lands in a particular area has to get the permission of the state, because the state has realized that in many districts across Assam, there has been an opportunity where they've seen that the minority in the area has turned into a majority in no time, and the demography of the entire region has really changed. Now, this has been a big political issue, Krishna, that the BJP is raised in the state of Bengal, calling out Mamata Banerjee and her vote bank, essentially saying that for her vote bank, she's allowed illegal migration from Bangladesh as well. So all these issues have been brought up. Politically speaking, this is going to be a very, very important bill. But point-wise, like you said, that they want to upgrade the system of the immigration up to standards internationally. That's the reason the immigration officers' orders will be final and binding. Of course, who is going to be defined as a foreigner, who's going to be defined as an illegal foreigner, will also be very, very clearly defined. There are fines that are going to be in place. There could be jail terms, which are obviously in place as well. And who is good and who is not good for India's integrity and its sovereignty is also very, very well defined through this bill. A lot of work has gone into this bill over the last few months. The Union Home Minister himself has been in charge of the bill. He's been taking into note multiple assurances that need to be coming in from various areas. He's also held deliberation with interministerial colleagues as well, whether it's the Ministry of Civil Aviation or the Ministry of External Affairs also as well, because both of these are also very crucial parties to the bill.
Okay, Pal, stay on with us. Pallavi Ghosh joins us as well. Pallavi, it's also introducing a significant shift by placing the burden of proving legal status on individuals rather than the state. But to add to what Payal has already said, what kind of reactions have essentially come in from the opposition to this?
Well, I mean, just to add on to what Payal was saying, of course, as far as opposition parties go, they are going to find a sinister motive behind this bill, because they say under a guide or a garb of streamlining the entire process so that, unnatural people do not enter into a country, and this bill becomes important to protect the law and order and the national security. The opposition parties are going to be protesting on the grounds that you are going to use this bill to try and also issue the entire point of illegal immigrants, and it will then snowball into a political motive. Let's talk about Bengal for that matter, with the elections that are coming up next year, which is going to be extremely critical both for the BJP as well as for the Trinamool Congress. Even over here in Delhi, these issues of illegal immigrants or people who are just coming into a city without any proper papers were also something which was raised repeatedly by the BJP. The opposition parties say that this is what was happening, was that BJP was only doing this with an attempt to target their vote bank, to ensure that the legitimate voters of the Trinamool Congress or the AAP, as the case may be, were being eliminated, and the BJP was trying to get their own voters in. So I suspect that when this bill is now going to be debated and discussed before the passage which takes place, there is going to be this voice and concerns raised by the opposition parties.
Okay, stay on with us, Pallavi. Going across to Payal once again. Payal, we're learning that the bill explicitly states that any foreign national posing a threat to national security, sovereignty, integrity will be denied permission to stay in India. How does the government then plan to move ahead with this, or what is it that in the interim we can expect with the bill eventually seeing the light of the day?
Well, the bill, like I said, is going to be brought in only after, you have the finance bill, which is going to be cleared by Parliament, because this is going to be the priority as far as the passage of the bills are concerned. Remember, there's a Waqf bill, which is also lurking around, as far as the BJP's agenda is really concerned. But the finance bill is going to be the priority. The BJP is not really concerned about the numbers as far as the passage of the bill is concerned. Given the fact it's a bill which has to be passed by a simple majority, the Home Minister has been making an elaborate statement explaining to the people how it is important, and it should be an issue which is beyond party lines, because it's not about party lines to see who's harmful for the context of India and who's really helpful as well. So that's why fines have been put into place. Fines will, in fact, will be put into place. There are monetary fines which are going to be put into place, and of course, people can also attract jail terms for actually faking documents to obtain a passport or using fake passports as well. Remember, Krispy, during the Jharkhand election, the Prime Minister made a very, very important comment when he said, "Roti, beti, or mati." Those are the issues that have to be secured as far as every daughter in this country is really concerned. The Prime Minister had made this issue, is a matter in the Jharkhand elections, essentially saying that tribal rights are being taken up, tribal places are being taken up, tribal lands are being taken up because of the illegal migrants, and there has to be a stern law which has to be brought into place. So this is going to be one big step in that direction. Of course, politically speaking, it's going to benefit the BJP set in states like Assam, which is already been ruled by the BJP, and there have been stern measures that have been put into place. But more than anything else, it's also going to be very important in states like Bengal, which goes into election, and you can expect a huge war of words between the two sides as we build up to that election, we build up to the bill being passed. Because once the bill is passed, its notification will be there. The government is also aware of the fact that multiple MPs in the opposition might also want to go to court or examine legal, remedies as far as this is concerned. So that's the reason the government is well prepared to take the opposition head on a matter which concerns national security. At least that's the argument coming in from the government.
Okay, many thanks, Payal, for getting us all those interesting details. It's a development to watch out for surely in days to come.